All right, Clarke, tell us a little bit about the recruiting process for you. You chose South Carolina recently. Just kind of walk us through the steps of the recruiting process.
Well, overall, I had a good amount of Division I looks. And then I visited a couple schools. I visited Georgia, Auburn, obviously Clemson. We went back and forth. And then I visited South Carolina, I want to say last week or 2 weeks ago. And once I went there, that was probably, I knew then, like, officially that was my best fit for me as a school. And as the minute I left, I knew that was where my future was. So, I mean, that's why we always, like I said, like I told my mom and my parents, like, why wait? If it's kind of like marriage, what they say is, like, once you know you found your wife, you know you found your wife. Like, so once I knew what school was right for me, that was the one. So that's why I chose it.
All right, and what were some of the things that stuck out on the trip? What were some of the things that you did, and what were some of the things you particularly enjoyed?
At first we went. I met Coach Holbrook. We walked around like the facility, like the hitting facilities and like the field, and we talked with them. And it was we had a great talk. And I loved like their hitting facilities, how it's indoors and everything, how their batting practices, like not batting practice, their batting facilities, like the walls, all that stuff. That's pretty cool. And then after that, we went with Espo. We went around town. We went around the horseshoe. I thought that was really cool. Honestly, I never thought like there was like South Carolina had like a real like campus. I thought it was more like I obviously had a campus, but like city like. I thought it was more city. And we went on the horseshoe. That was a main thing that stood out, like how nice that is. Like you would never expect that. And then I loved all their facilities. Loved the coaches. It was 5 points was pretty cool. That was you can't leave that out. And the main thing was just like the family feel. Like once I got there was like how was my main decision. Like I felt at home when I was there.
Did that come about because of the coaches? What did you think about the coaches and your interaction with them?
I was astonished, honestly, by meeting the coaches. I never met really officially or formally the coaches. And when I met Espo, it felt perfect. And then I met Holbrook. He was a great guy. They're all funny. And Myers, they're funny. They're laid back, but there's also seriousness also. And it just felt like it was like they would be the type of person that I want to see myself being coached by. Yeah,
and you got to take in a scrimmage also. What do you think about the scrimmage and how they kind of approached that, both the players and the coaches?
It was really good. We didn't get to stay that long for the scrimmage, but for the time that I was there, it was like watching them interact with the players was cool to see, because that's like how I envision a coach would want. I would want them to coach me. Like they're not like on you like crazy, but they get to the point and they get the job done basically.
All right, and tell me a little bit about yourself as a player. Talk about yourself as a pitcher first. What are some of your strengths?
As a pitcher, I'm a right-hand pitcher. I see myself more as like, I would say I don't have a weak arm, but I'm not like an overpowering arm. I'm not like high mid to 90s, but I have my pitches are fastball, 2-seam, 4-seam, curveball, cutter, and changeup. And my best pitch is probably my fastball, and then my go-to pitch is my curveball, and my cutter is actually, I've been working on that recently, and it's probably my third best pitch now. And I see myself more as a like aggressive pitcher. I'm a go-to guy. I throw strikes. I always get the strikeouts here and then, but I'm the type of guy that will come in. I can come in bases loaded and do my job, get the ground out. I get a lot of ground outs and pop outs and quick innings. I'm a quick pitch guy, and I keep the fast-paced game.
All right, and tell me a little bit about yourself as a position player and hitter. You play some shortstop, second base, middle infield for your high school and your travel team. Tell me about that and what South Carolina wants to do with you.
Yes, sir. They said that they want to give me a chance for dual role because, like they said, you get more for your money. Why not? So they're gonna let me give a shot out there. I see myself more of a shortstop because I have a stronger arm, and I have pretty good depth and range. I feel like hitting wise, I'm more of like a contact hitter. I'll hit for average around 400 around there, and then I do have power here and there, but it's more contact, and that's one of the main things I want to work on is power. And I'm a very aggressive hitter. Like, I don't really strike out a lot. It's just I jump on the first pitch of what I see. So.
And you touched on it just a second ago, but what are some of the things that you plan to work on between now and the time you get to South Carolina?
The main thing, pitching-wise, would be velo for fastball. That's what I want to work on. And then size is one thing I need to obviously get bigger on, but that anyone can. And then, let's see, hitting is strength. And then I'm pretty aggressive hitting, so, I mean, I don't really have to work on aggressiveness, I don't feel like. And then that's about it. That's really it, actually.
All right. And, baseball aside, what are you most looking forward to about going to South Carolina?
Obviously it's SEC, so big football games, and there's a great atmosphere. So, and it's South Carolina, so it's obviously a good college, and that's what I'm really looking forward to is just football games and going to a great college.